Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Hey, good Tuesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. To quote meteorologist Brian Lapis, a wind-chilly day today. We don't just have to quote him. He's here live in person. Let's bring in meteorologist Brian Lapis now with a look at weather and traffic.
Nothing more fun than pumping gas in the wind on a day like today.
And just standing there.
Yeah. Anyway,
miserable.
It really is. It's not fun. Great place to live here in the Pioneer Valley.
Yes.
That's one of the unfun things. Wind is going to continue potentially through the day on Thursday. So we've got a little bit of a long road to hoe here in terms of the wind. Luckily, no problems in terms of traffic. 91 from Longmeadow to Sunderland is good. Traffic from Tyringham to Charlton, even Auburn, we're good. Good to go. And even 391 and 291 are also looking good here as the evening commute starts to get going. Let's take a look at the wind advisory. The National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory for gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Berkshire County, Western Hamden, Western Hampshire, and Western Franklin County. Right now, the gusts are over 30 miles per hour in places. 33 in Westfield, 40 in Pittsfield, 32 in North Adams, and 29 mile per hour gusts in Orange. You know what I forgot? The wind chill numbers. I will show that to you a little bit later on here in the newscast. The actual air temperatures right now are in the 20s. 28 in Greenfield, 26 Westfield, Northampton, and Orange, 28 Springfield. So you get the idea. At least it's been dry here today. You can see that we've actually had our fair share of sunshine, maybe a few flurries in the Berkshires, and the dry, chilly air will continue here through the end of the week. We'll talk about it with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
The new Holyoke Police Chief Brian Keenan was sworn in today. Keenan served in the Springfield Police Department for nearly 3 decades, including 8 years as captain. Former Holyoke Police Chief David Pratt retired back in July. The brother of a man killed in an officer-involved shooting in Springfield is facing several charges after he allegedly visited the home of one of the officers involved and made a threat. According to the Hamden DA's office, Isaiah Lewis was arrested Saturday morning within hours of the incident at the officer's home. Lewis is alleged to have approached the officer's home, implying he had a weapon, confronting a relative of the officer and making that threat. Lewis is the brother of Devin Lewis, who was shot by police in an incident on Lyman Street back on November 21st. Lewis's charges include witness intimidation. He was arraigned in Springfield District Court this morning. Wilbraham Road in Hamden has reopened after a garage fire this morning. Hamden police said that Wilbraham Road was closed near Raymond Drive for a car that left the road and went into a garage, causing a fire. The garage has severe damage on the back side. There's no word on what caused that fire, but they did say the 2 people who were in the car made it out safely. Hamden police are investigating. A hearing was held today in the Karen Reed case ahead of her retrial later this year. Reed is accused of hitting her Boston police officer boyfriend, John O'Keefe, with her SUV and leaving him to die in the snow in Canton in 2022 outside the home of another officer, Brian Albert. Dr. Marie Russell, a dog bite expert, continued answering questions from prosecutors. Reed's defense argued during her first trial that O'Keefe's injuries were not caused by a vehicle, but by Albert's German Shepherd. Russell testified at the first trial that the wounds on O'Keefe's arm were consistent with a dog bite. Reed's second trial is set to begin in April. Back now with meteorologist Brian Lapis. It looks like, Brian, this cold and windy weather conditions going to last for most of the week.
Yeah, you know, we may not be above freezing until sometime on Friday. Let's take a look at the wind chill numbers right now, and you can see here that, by the way, just for reference and full disclosure, we don't have a wind chill sensor at Northampton or at Great Barrington, so this gives you a reference point as to how much colder the wind is making the air feel. So 26 degrees right now in Northampton, but with the wind it feels like it's 13 in Westfield, 15 Springfield, and 12 degrees in Orange. Look at that single-digit wind chill numbers right now in the Berkshires. Let's take a look into the future. I think we can do that. We're going to do that. Are we going to do that? There we go. Our 22 News Storm Team Skycast showing you mostly clear air here tonight. So The sky will clear out, but the wind remains. It's going to be at least breezy here right through the evening hours. So temperatures this evening will be in the low 20s and teens. So be ready for chilly air out there tonight. The wind will make it feel like it's in the single digits. Overnight tonight, mostly clear. We start with temperatures I expect in the teens here tomorrow morning. We end up with a high in the low 20s. The wind continues to make the air feel like it's in the teens. There might be a few clouds in the afternoon. We're going to call it partly to mostly sunny here for tomorrow. Still the chance for some snow here on Saturday, but that chance is even a little bit slighter now. We'll show you on 22 News at 5.
All right, Brian, thank you very much. Now, trending, Mark Zuckerberg announced that Meta is ending its fact-checking program in its social media platforms in favor of a community notes model similar to X. He says Meta's complex moderation system makes too many mistakes with too much censorship. Meta also plans to remove restrictions on topics like immigration and gender and move their moderation teams to Texas. Zuckerberg said Meta would work with the incoming Trump administration to promote free expression around the world. Girl Scout cookie season kicked off today with some bittersweet news. The organization revealed that its s'mores and Toast Yay flavors will be discontinued at the end of the year. S'mores cookies have been around since 2017, while Toast Yay made its debut in 2021. Cookie lovers can still stock up on boxes of the two flavors through the end of the year before they disappear. Well, tonight on 22 News, starting at 5 o'clock, legislation meant to help Massachusetts residents whose homes are struggling with crumbling foundations failed to pass the House. Our 22 News I-team explains what this means for impacted homeowners. And with the recent cold temperatures, we'll explain the possible negative effects of exposure and what you can do to stay safe. Brian.
Traffic continues to run fine. You can see here up and down I-91, we're in good shape, and across the Mass Pike from the Berkshires to the Worcester Hills, also running well. Details on how much longer the cold and the wind continues with our 22 News Storm Team forecast on 22 News at 5.
Okay, Brian, thank you. And thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Updates anytime on our website at wwlp.com and the free 22 News app.